chaiva narotamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudiraye. Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati ruttamasloke bhaktir bhavati naishtikim. Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 1, Chapter 17, Verse 1. Sutta uvacha tatra gomitunam raja hanyamanam anatavat dandahastam cha vrishalam dadrishendra palanchanam. Sutta uvacha tatra gomitunam raja hanyamanam anatavat dandahastam cha vrishalam dadrishendra palanchanam. Sutta uvacha tatra gomitunam raja hanyamanam anatavat dandahastam cha vrishalam dadrishendra palanchanam. Translation purport by His Grace of Charana Arvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Synonyms. Sutta Vacha, Sri Sutta Goswami said, Tatra, thereupon, Go Mithunam, a cow and a bull. Raja, the king. Hanyamanam, being beaten. Anatavat, appearing to be bereft of their owner. Dandahastam, with a club in hand. So, also, Vrishalam, lower caste Sudra. The Drishe observed. Nrupa, a king. Lanchanam, dressed alike. Translation, please repeat after me. Sutta Goswami said, after reaching that place, Maharaja Parikshit observed that a lower caste Shudra, dressed like a king, was beating a cow and a bull with a club, as if they had no owner. Purport. The principal sign of the age of Kali is that lower caste Shudras, that is, men without Brahminical culture and spiritual initiation, will be dressed like administrators or kings And the principal business of such non-Kshatriya rulers will be to kill the innocent animals, especially the cows and the bulls, who shall be up protected by their masters, the bona fide Vaishyas, the mercantile community. In the Bhagavad Gita 18.44, it is said that Vaishyas are meant to deal in agriculture, cow protection, and trade. In the age of Kali, the degraded Vaishyas, the mercantile men, are engaged in supplying cows to slaughterhouses. The Kshatriyas are meant to protect the citizens of the state, whereas the Vaishyas are meant to protect the cows and bulls and utilize them to produce grains and milk. The cow is meant to deliver milk and the bull is meant to produce grains. But in the age of Kali, the Shudra class of men are in the posts of administrators, and the cows and bulls are the mothers and the fathers, and protected by the Vaishyas, are subjected to the slaughterhouses organized by the Shudra administrators. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Jaya Pathaka Swamin Iti Namine Namo Acharya Padaya Nitaya Kripa Pradayine Gaurakatha Damadaya Nagara Grama Tarine Namam Vishnu Padhaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavade Paschatya Desatharine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Rama Hare Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudanam Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangulam Gayate Girimet Kirpata Mamande Sri Gurum Denantarinam Paramanda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Mishra. So it's a very beautiful word, Sutta Vacha. Sutta Goswami is speaking to Saunaka Rishis. Tatrago Mitunam Raja. So, a cow and a bull. Go Mitunam. Go means cow and Mitunam means a bull. And there is a king also. Hanyamanam. So, Hanyamane sarire. Hanyate na hanyate hanyamane sarire. So, upon being, when the body is beaten, you are not beaten. When body is dead, you are not dead. So, Hanyamanam means being beaten. And who will be beaten? One who does not have any protector will be beaten. So, this cow and a bull is being beaten by a Shudra dressed like a king, as if the cow and bull does not have any owner. And this Dandahastam Chavrushalam, he is lowercase Shudra, but is holding a club in his hand. And Dadrishe Nripa Lanchanam, Nripa, Narapati, that is the king. So he's dressed like a king, just say. And so this is the principal sign of the age of Kali. In the Kali Yuga, the lower caste Shudras means not really caste. Shudra is a class of men in the society who live in ignorance, mode of ignorance. They have voluntarily surrendered to the mode of ignorance, and they say ignorance is bliss. They don't know whether what is happiness and what is distance. They live and the ignorance thinking they are happy. So they don't have intelligence. Sudra also means that those who have not developed consciousness or developed intelligence, so they cannot understand any kind of Vedic injunctions or rules, regulation. They cannot understand. Think about one who doesn't understand any kind of rules and regulation becomes the king and is ruling the whole world. Today, that kind of government is going on. Government is elected by Shudra, and Shudras are also elected as government representative, and they don't know how to rule. What is the purpose of government? What is the purpose of ruling? What is ruling? What the citizen needs? How to keep them? No, nothing. They, instead of maintaining the Vaishyas in the society and Brahmanas in the society to take advice from and to give protection to cows and bulls, they themselves will run the slaughterhouses, and the Vaishyas under such government are also Shudras who will send the cows and bulls to the slaughterhouses instead of protecting them. Srimad Bhagavad Gita is very clearly mentioning about what a Vaishya should do. In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 44, it is said, Krishigo Rakshya Vanijyam Vaishya Karma Swabhavacham. That means Krishi means farming, Go Raksha means cow protection, and you have Vanijyam means trading, Vaishya is a Vaishya, Karma means duty, Swabhavacham means born of his own nature. So when you say Krishi Go Rakshya Vanijyam Vaishya Karma Swabhavacham, that means farming, cow protection, and trading or business or the natural work for the Vaishyas. So this is the verdict from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We must understand. We should, take association through Bhagavad Gita with Krishna and Arjuna. Yes, you can associate with Krishna and Arjuna every 24 hours by reading Bhagavad Gita. You don't need to go to that particular universe where now this Bhagavad Gita is being spoken at this moment by Krishna to Arjuna. You don't need to go there to meet them. You can take association by simply already Krishna and Arjuna are present in the Bhagavad Gita. If you read Bhagavad Gita, and you are immediately in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, and Krishna is instructing, that was the instruction. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has accepted. You know that, there was an illiterate Brahmana. He was reading when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited South India. There was an illiterate Brahmana who was reading Bhagavad Gita. Just see. So he did not know. He was not literate even. So, but because his spiritual master, he had so staunch faith in the spiritual master, Ado Shraddha. Just see. His spiritual master said that you read daily 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Spiritual master knew that he was illiterate, but still he asked him, you read 18 chapters daily. So what can he do? The spiritual master has ordered. So he was simply making a show of reading. Like this. So these other friends were criticizing, Mr. Such and Such, how you are reading Bhagavad Gita? He knows that this man, his friend, is criticizing him. So he did not answer. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him, my dear Brahmana, what are you reading? He knew that this gentleman, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, was really inquisitive. So he explained the whole thing that, sir, I am trying to read Bhagavad Gita, but I am illiterate. My Guru Maharaj ordered me to read. Therefore, I am reading. But actually, I cannot read. So frankly, I admit. So this is called staunch faith in spiritual master. He knew, his spiritual master knew that he is illiterate. And he knew also that I cannot read Bhagavad Gita. But still he was trying to read because his spiritual master has said. This is called staunch faith. Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado. He has said, I have to satisfy my spiritual master. I am incompetent. I cannot read. But he has said, therefore I must do it. This is called Yashya Prasadat Bhagavat Prasada. So, practical example, just see. Krishna consciousness movement is like that. I am insignificant human being. What can I do? But I tried my level best to practice Krishna consciousness and preach Krishna consciousness. This everyone should do. Because my spiritual master said, that chant 16 rounds every day, follow 4 regulative principles, worship Gaur Nitai and preach. At least once in a week, call the neighbors and friends and relatives and discuss Krishna Katha, chant together. These are all the orders of spiritual master. So you go out and try to preach in English. The Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati told to Srila Prabhupada. So Srila Prabhupada also tried his level best. That's all. And you see, and Srila Prabhupada considers himself, he had no qualifications. This is a very nice point, Yasya Prasada. We have to try our best. I may not be able to do that, but the endeavor will be appreciated by Krishna and the spiritual master. That is wanted. I may be most incompetent. Everyone is incompetent only in the material world. Who can satisfy Krishna? That too from the material world. In spiritual world itself, they cannot satisfy. What to speak of the material world? He is unlimited. But simply what Krishna says, if we do that, will satisfy him actually. Krishna says, Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namashkuru. So the guidance is there. The spiritual master is there. He is ordering that Manmana. Always think of me. Never forget Krishna. Always remember Krishna. Bhava madbhakta. Just become my devotee and offer your obeisances unto me. And here is the deity of Krishna, Radha Krishna, Gaur Nitai. So that's our business. Think always. Here is Krishna, here is Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, Mai, Sudarshan, here is Gaur Nitai, Lord Chaitanya. What is the difficulty? In every ISKCON temple you go, you get direct contact. If you go out from the temple and lay down on the station, is that very good? So Krishna says, Man mana bhava madbhaktha. So will it help me to think of him 24 hours both day and night by going to the railway station and shops and here and there, or in the temple? So this is common sense. Any sensible man can understand that, oh, here is Radha and Krishna in this temple of ISKCON. Worship is going on. The devotees are offering prasadam. Always they're constantly engaged. Man mana bhakta. So, common sense thing, you see. I cannot manufacture my own way by advice of another rascal. That will not be good. This is very good here in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says in chapter 18, verse 65. What does he say? He says that Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namashkuru mam evaishyasi satyam te pratichane prayosi me. So he's telling, always think of me, become my devotee, worship me and offer your homages unto me. Thus you will come to me without fail. See? And I promise you this because you are my very dear friend, Prayosi me. This is very, very important. This is the most confidential part of the knowledge. One should become a pure devotee of Krishna is the most confidential part of the knowledge. And always think of Krishna, never forget him, and act for Krishna. Only one should not become an official mediator. Life should be so molded that one will always have the chance to think of Krishna. One should always act in such a way that all his daily activities are in connection with the Guru and Krishna. He should arrange his life in such a way that throughout the 24 hours, he cannot but think of Krishna. And the Lord's promise in this world says that anyone who is in such pure Krishna consciousness will certainly return to the abode of Krishna, where he will be engaged in the association of Krishna face to face. This is called most confidential part of knowledge, which is spoken to Arjuna because he is the dear friend of Krishna. So everyone who follows the path of Arjuna can become also a dear friend to Krishna and obtain the same perfection as Arjuna has obtained. So in this particular Kali Yuga, it's very difficult to concentrate one's mind upon Krishna. The very form with the two hands carrying a flute. Shamam Tripangalalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhaja. I mean, for devotees, it is very easy because they know they've seen Krishna, they worshipped him, they chant his holy name. But for the others, it's very difficult. So, in the Kali Yuga, the prescribed process of always remembering Krishna by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is, which is scientific and practical and simple, is to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is the process. This is the process. Then you will see the Krishna, very form with two hands carrying a flute, the bluish boy with a beautiful face and peacock feathers in his hair. There are descriptions of Krishna in Brahma Samhita, right? So one has to fix his mind gradually by chanting the holy name of Krishna, original form. So one should not even divert his attention to other forms of the Lord, to that extent. There are unlimited, multifarious, multi-forms of Vishnu, Narayana, Rama, Varaha, and so on and so forth. But a devotee should concentrate his mind on the form that was present before Arjuna. Then only you will take association of Krishna and Arjuna. Concentration of the mind on the form of Krishna is the most confidential part of knowledge, and this is revealed to Arjuna only because Arjuna is the most dear friend of Krishna. So the same thing will be revealed, and you can see face to face Krishna if you follow Arjuna, if you follow this ISKCON movement by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, constantly chanting the holy name and hearing about the pastimes of Krishna are very, very important. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, during in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, you can see there are two Brahmanas, they went to Vrindavana. So the devotee is saying, oh, here is Krishna. When the older Brahmana said that, I promise, the younger said, sir, you are talking before Krishna like that. You know that? Guru Maharaj told in the recent past, this past time, and there was a drama also staged on this. So in Mangaluru, Guru Maharaj saw the drama. So there were two Brahmanas, one old and one young. They went to Vrindavan on pilgrimage and they went to Sakshi Gopal. That time he was not Sakshi Gopal, he was Gopal. So they went to see, and the older Brahmana was very old and sick, and the young one is serving him voluntarily as a devotional service to a Vaishnava. But the older Brahmana was so impressed that he said, my dear boy, you have really served me in such a situation, and because of your rendering this service without any expectation has really made my pilgrimage successful. May Krishna bless you. I want to give you something. So the young Brahmana said, no, sir, I am not expecting anything from you. I simply rendered the service to a Vaishnava and I wanted to seek your association, so I was serving you. And the older Brahmana said, no, I must. You see, I will give my daughter in marriage to you. I promise. So, sir, deity is there, Gopal deity. In front of that, you are talking like that. What happened if you revert? You are promising here. It will be great offense. So, that means what? The younger Brahmana was seeing Krishna in the temple. And when he was asked, who was your witness? Later, he said, Krishna is my witness. Because I saw Krishna was standing, and in front of Krishna, this older Brahmana has promised. And the eldest son of the oldest Brahmana, he took this opportunity. Oh, Krishna is your witness. All right. If your Krishna comes and gives witness, then my sister will be married with you. Because this rascal, the eldest son of the oldest Brahmana, is an atheist. He was thinking Krishna is not coming. Krishna is not coming, he's thinking. It is made of marble statue. He was thinking, how Krishna will come? So he thought that I have given him some chance, which he will never be fulfilled. So, but in order to fulfill the words of the devotee, Krishna always comes. He says, no, Name Bhakta Pranashyati, boldly declare Arjuna. So my devotee will never fail. So therefore, he is called Sakshi Gopala. Then only this Gopal was named as a Sakshi Gopala, witness Gopala. So we must have all those Shraddha, faith in the spiritual master, who is the representative of Sakshat Hari, representative of Krishna and Krishna. We must have faith, and then we should discharge our duties according to Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. Then your spiritual life is 100% guaranteed, despite we are in the Kali Yuga. This Kali Yuga, it's very worst. You see, cows and bulls are sent to slaughter, bulls are sent to slaughterhouses by the Vaishyas who is supposed to protect them. That is this thing. They're supposed to protect. There are two persons who will protect the citizen. One is the king, as a Kshatriya, will protect the citizen. Another is Vaishya, who will assist the king in protecting the animals, innocent animals, especially the cows and bulls. He should protect. It is their duty by virtue of their Varnashrama Dharma. But today, you see, the government is permitting, and the same Vaishyas, they are sending the cows and bulls to slaughterhouses. How will you expect peace and harmony and universal brotherhood and oneness and all these things? So in this Kali Yuga, this kind of Varnashrama Dharma is not possible. That is why Krishna already said before starting of Kali Yuga itself 5,000 years ago, just at the edge of the Dwapara Yuga and beginning of the Kali Yuga, Krishna has finally told, he knows that you cannot follow this Varna and Ashrama. So he said, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Braja. He knows already. So Krishna is so kind. He only gives instruction what you can actually follow. He will not tell you something that you cannot do. And any spiritual master who is a representative of Krishna does the same. They will never ask us to do something that we cannot do. Such is the mercy and kindness of the Guru and Krishna. Guru Krishna Kripa Paye Bhakti Lata Beach. So we must understand how kind is Krishna. After talking the whole Bhagavad Gita, Varnashrama, Chaturvarnam, Maya Srishnam, all these things, and how to meditate upon him, everything he taught. But then finally he said, he knows that we cannot really follow Bhagavad Gita's instruction. So he said, only one instruction you follow. Because Veda says, Sarveraham Eva Vedya, after all, following all the Vedic injunctions means to know Krishna only, right? So you do one thing, you give up all the Varnashrama Dharma and any other Kaitava Dharma. So Sarva Dharman Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Because if you surrender to Krishna, that is real Dharma. This Varnashrama Dharma is not real Dharma. The real Dharma is to Dharmam to Sakshat Bhagavat Pranitham. The real Dharma is only surrendering unto Krishna. So how will you surrender unto Krishna? So that also specified. So what is that specified? Paro dharmo yato bhaktir adokshate, adokshaja Krishna, paro dharma, the supreme dharma of all the savai pumsam paro dharma. The supreme dharma of everyone is to yato bhaktir adokshaja, perform devotional service unto adokshaja Krishna. That is the way you surrender. Which means in this Kali Yuga, especially Chaitanya Mahaprabhu practically lived and shown how to surrender to Krishna by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, having full faith in the devotional service and spiritual master, and practicing the devotional service under the bona fide guidance of the spiritual master is the only way you can surrender to Krishna. And then you can see Krishna's face to face. You can take association of Krishna and Arjuna by reading Bhagavad Gita every day. So this is wanted. Otherwise, in this particular Kali Yuga, there is no real Brahmanas or real Kshatriya or real Vaishya. The person who is going to protect the citizen is looting the citizen because he is also Shudra and is elected as the government, and the elected selection people also Shudra. So who knows that who is Brahmana? Kalo Shudra Shambhava, Srila Vyasadeva said. So in this Kali Yuga, it's very, very difficult to maintain Brahmanical culture and Vaishya culture, though that is mandatory for the human being to live prosperous and happy life. But Kali Yuga will not allow you, because the influence of the time is so top that nobody has ever conquered the time other than Krishna and his devotees. Krishna is the creator of time. So time is under his supreme control. But time, kalos me. The time is also me. Krishna says, So we must understand that in this particular time, which is the time period now going on, is Kali Yuga. So in this Kali Yuga, rather than trying to maintain Varnashrama Dharma, better to Sarva Dharman Parityacha and Mamekam Sharanam Vraja is the easiest way to follow. This is the last words of advice of Krishna to all of us in Bhagavad Gita, because we were in the verge of Kali Yuga beginning. So Krishna said, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again came back as a Kali Yuga avatar and told that how to do that. Harir Nama, Harir Nama, Harir Nama, Iva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva Gadiranyata. So chanting other than chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, there is no other way, no other way, no other way in this Kali Natseva to destroy the age of Kali. So you have to destroy the Kali in your life. For that, you have to chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Otherwise, this Kali Yuga is full of slaughterhouses to kill the cows and bulls, and still the people want harmony and universal brotherhood and the oneness, which is impossible by killing cows. Mother and grain giver, father protector. So this bull and cow bull is the symptom of dharma, actually religion, and dharmam to sakshat bhagavat pranitam. So when you follow this dharmam to sakshat bhagavat pranitam by sarvadharman parityacha mamekam sharanam vraja, practically by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra under the bona fide spiritual master, then you are actually protecting bull also. Naturally, the bull will be restored with all its 4 legs. And in ISKCON we, maintain cows very nicely. Why ISKCON cows are giving more milk than the cows outside? Because ISKCON cows knows that they will not kill me. They will not send me to slaughterhouse. That is where the ISKCON cows are very happy. So it is giving full milk. That is a beauty. And only cow you cannot maintain. Cow needs a bull and a calf. This is always. Cow means there should be a bull and there should be a calf. Then only it is called cow protection. Otherwise, it is not cow protection. And cow should be protected from not sending to slaughterhouses also. So in this way, when we take care of, cows and bulls, the whole atmosphere of human beings' life will be very prosperous and very peaceful, and they will feel the happiness. But here, the Kali, starting of the Kali Yuga, what is the first activity of the Kali? As soon as he enters, his first activity is to slaughter house for cows and bulls. That is the problem. Okay. So Kali has given the symptom here, and Parikshit Maharaj is witnessing now. Thank you very much. Any questions or comments or realization, please do share with us.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
प्रभु जी इसमें नीचे दिया है भागवत गीता 18.44 में कहा गया है कि वैश्यों का कार्य कृषि, गो रक्षा तथा व्यापार से संबंधित है, और कलयुग में पतित वैश्य गायों को कसाई घरों में पहुंचाने में लगे रहते हैं। तो ये पतित भगवत गीता में बताया गया है कि वैश्यों का कार्य कृषि, गोरक्षा तो व्यापार से संबंधित है। तो फिर ये कलयुग में पतित वैश्य कौन से हैं जो गायों को कसाई घर में पहुंचाने में लगे रहते हैं?
पतित वैश्य वो हैं जो कि नीचे गिरा हुआ वैश्य, अपना वैश्य का धर्म का ना पालन करता हुआ फिर भी अपने आप को बिजनेसमैन कहलाता है, बिजनेस करता है, ट्रेडिंग करता है, और जब गाय आता है गाय का रक्षा ना करके गाय को भी स्लॉटर हाउस में बेच के पैसा बनाता है, तो वो वैश्य है आजकल जो कि पतित है। पतित मतलब गिरा हुआ, फॉलन वैश्य। आज का बिजनेसमैन देखो, विच बिजनेसमैन, बिजनेस वैश्य मीन्स बिजनेसमैन, यानी कि वाणिज्य मैंने बिजनेस। सो वैश्य मीन्स बिजनेसमैन। ये भगवत गीता में कहा गया 18.44 के अंदर, कृषि गोरक्ष्य वाणिज्यम। कृषि मतलब वो क्या बोलते हैं, ग्रेन प्रोटेक्शन। गोरक्षा मीन्स काउ प्रोटेक्शन, वाणिज्य मीन्स बिजनेस, ट्रेडिंग। ये वैश्य कर्म स्वभावजम, ये वैश्य को करना चाहिए, किंतु आज का कलयुग के अंदर वैश्य ये नहीं करते। जो गोरक्षा, जो मतलब काऊ को प्रोटेक्शन देना चाहिए, वो खुद काऊ को जो है स्लॉटर हाउस में बेचता है पैसा के लिए, काऊ से बिजनेस करता है। सो ये है पतित वैश्य।
धन्यवाद प्रभु।
Thank you. So we will resume our Srimad Bhagavatam class tomorrow morning at 7:30. Till then, Grandra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Patitapam Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
जय
Vaishnava Pranam.
वांछा
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo
नमो
namo
नमः
namaha. Jai Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai.
जय
Jai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari
हरि हरि
Bol.
बोल
So Guru Maharaj is in Rela Hospital today in Chennai. After checking everything, in a couple of days, he will go back to Mayapur. Thank you very much.